So That 70s Show Season 1. Now this is one of my favorite shows. Watch the entire series on Netflix. I do not think this is as good as The Big Bang Theory or Friends. I don't know. It's just not as great as a sitcom. A group of teenagers in the 1970s being 70s kids, yeah. So yeah, this season revolves mostly around Eric being stupid. Pretty much all of them do. He tries to get Donna's attention, and this first season, it's more of a building block to their relationship. In the later seasons, it's just they've known each other before the show, but they kind of go and become romantically involved in this season. Yeah, there's actually a really underly fleshed subplot about Hyde liking Donna also, and that I don't know. They said that that could have been done more, but I like what they did because they said as the show kind of went on and its characters developed, they decided to not do that. So I'm like, yeah, I think I like that though. That they shouldn't have done that. So in this season also Red struggles with his job. He gets fired and then has to go and be rehired a few times. And this actually, the tone of the show was intended to be more serious at first. But it became a sitcom really. Yeah. There's Bob and Midges, who are Donna's parents, and they struggle with their marriage, just in general. And this is, for the first 3 seasons that they're both on the show, that was something that just happened. They got married and then divorced and remarried, and it's just, I don't know. Yeah. So as for the characters, the main protagonist is Eric, played by Topher Grace. He's the nerdy one. He's kind of the nerdy, unmasculine type in the 70s. He's the likable protagonist, and he has great chemistry with Donna. I don't know though. Yeah. So Donna, she's the feminist. She's the masculine woman. That's yeah. In the 70s, she has great chemistry with Eric, and she actually gets development. Some of the other characters just don't get as developed. She's one of the one that does get more development. You get to see all her different personalities and sides. Then there's Hyde, played by Danny Masterson. He's the burnout conspiracy theorist type. He is funny and he's likable. I do like how we also get to see his softer side a couple times. Kelso, who's played by Ashton Kutcher, he's kind of the idiot. He's not very smart, uneducated, but he's real masculine, so everyone's like, he's awesome. He's funny. A lot of the show's humor is derived from him, but he's just a little annoying, just because he's not really bland. Yeah. Jackie, played by Mila Kunis, she's the kind of princess, really prissy, pristine girl who, she's self-centered. Yeah, that's the thing though, she's annoying and she's pointless and she's self-centered. She doesn't add anything. I guess her and Kelso have okay chemistry, but you can't like her just because she's such a, yeah. As he's the foreigner that's coming over. He has to learn about American culture. He's basically Raj on The Big Bang Theory because he's really, horny. Yes, the horny foreigner. So yeah, he's also just mostly comic relief. He does get a few development things, but yeah. So then there's Kitty, who's Eric's mom, who is just weird. She's somewhat likable when she serves as a mother figure to kind of all of the gang, but she is just so weird and does some kind of just weird things. So yeah, it's hard to describe her character. Red, who's played by Kurtwood Smith, and you just can't like him. He's such a, he's really hard on Eric, his son, and I don't know, you just can't like him because he's such a jerk. I can understand, a dad being like, go, but he's just he goes from beyond being a stern father to being just mean, which is a jerk, which isn't good. Then there's Midge, who, Donna's mom, who I guess you do somewhat like as a character. She's just weird, she's bland, she's kind of pointless, yeah, and then there's Bob, who is Donna's father. He's funny, he's developed, he's a good character. Yeah, he's also just kind of, he gets more development later on. All in all, this is a good show. It just doesn't quite get great yet. It's also a little too stereotypical, the same thing as The Big Bang Theory. It just relies really heavily on stereotypes, and that's just something I kind of want to see I thought it might grow out of, but it just doesn't. It will get better, though. As I rewatch and review the later seasons, it will get better. I would say this is worth buying on DVD. This first season will be, this show I'd say at the very worst would I'd say this show at the very worst would maybe be worth renting. At the very highest, I'd say would be worth seeing in theaters, which I guess isn't really a show thing. I really gotta rework my rating system. Yeah, so yeah, be sure to subscribe. Bye.